Thank you very much, Christian, for also giving us the opportunity to present our work. This is on a similar topic as the last topic, also concerned about SMEs. We're talking about predicting default SMEs with novel data sources and machine learning techniques. A few words about ourselves. I'm a statistician at the University of Eastern University of Applied Sciences. I'm leading and doing projects myself in the area of data science. This project was in collaboration with a great company called Apple. It was led from the Apple side by Hirnschall here in the lead credit analytics. Unfortunately, he can't be here today. He's sailing somewhere in the Mediterranean, taking his holiday. He has unlimited holiday at Apple. That's good. So we have a great replacement, which is signed. He's the CTO actually of Avalon, so I'm very glad and proud that he can be here today. Stein has also experience in machine learning, he applied machine learning and engineering, and as I said, he's the founder and the CTO of Avalon. So we're going the talk is structured in two parts. So first, we're going to have a few insights on applying machine learning from a business perspective, and if you're a growing, fast-growing startup, and then we will see some of the challenges and how we solve them, or how we propose to solve them. So with this, I'm handing over the word to
Yeah, it's great to be here. So I think to start with the problem that we as a startup had. So Avalon in general is an invoice financing platform, and we focus on SMEs. So what we try to do is to use technologies to actually automate and make it more scalable to prove the due diligence of a small company, and then actually handle the credits on an online platform. And obviously the challenge there is actually looking at the companies, and a traditional bank would then take the balance sheets, the income statements, and would go through a five-week process to look at all these data sources, and many small companies don't even have proper balance sheets and income statements, and therefore we have to solve that issue and find the hidden champions in this bulk of SMEs that signed up for our platform. So the main challenge there as well is that we are not just predicting defaults on an SME scale, but we're giving out very short-term loans. So there is an invoice that's being uploaded on the platform, and within 2 months, 3 months, this invoice is repaid. For us, the challenge would be what is the probability that this company is still there when the invoice is paid. And basically, that's what we've done. The reason why we wanted to start a machine learning project there is obviously that as a super fast growing company as ours, we are having a monthly growth rate of approximately 20%. We needed to start automating these credit due diligence processes. So for a company that needs a 2,000 Swiss franc loan, we don't have the time to go through that very long. So we wanted to move and do a 2 weeks due diligence process and move it into a 1 day maximum, so that the company would be able to get the money on the next day, and furthermore also reduce the cost in processing the diligence. So what makes it so special? What makes it difficult to predict SMEs in the type of clients that we have? If you compare it with the traditional banks that they serve, it's like SMEs, but an SME for a bank is usually already 10 million revenues or upwards, and they start considering normal bank loans. The target customers that we are targeting are far below that. So the difficulty there is that you have a lot of different types of good and bad companies, and the threshold on which we actually allow people on the platform is completely different. So what we try to do with the machine learning process there, and also to improve the due diligence process, is to not just look at these balance sheets and income statements, but to look at novel data sources to improve the credit risk process there. So we also look at public websites and APIs and understanding, for example, for the Google ratings, the Facebook ratings, whether we could use those in the credit risk due diligence. The social media platforms, the repayment behavior on the platform. So if people have repaid the invoices over a period of 1.5 years, then it's obviously a good sign. Then we also dove into direct API connections with accounting softwares. So we connected into, for example, Pexio, where you directly see the live data coming from the accounting software. Then also the traditional financial statements and the bank statements that we ask the customers to upload. and then the credit reports that we buy in from external bureaus with variance in quality. And those all go in there in order for the machine learning to basically say, okay, can we in this bucket of customers that Advenon have make a distinction between the good companies and the bad companies, given the fact that they are all in need of liquidity, right? So every customer that signs up onto our platform has that. And can we use any of these data sources to help us automate this process and make it more scalable? So that's what we did. Then we were super happy to get funding from CTI and get Fabio on board to solve that issue. So he would like to present a little bit on how he did it.
Thank you very much, Simon. So one of the challenges is actually that we still have relatively small data, as we will just see in a second. Even the big data free certificate here for this data. So the data that we have is, so we can't be too specific because it's somewhat confidential, in particular the default rate, but we have 850 loans between 2016 and 2017, so that's a subsample, so you can infer the true default rate based on the subsample, but the results are very much the same if you apply it on the original data, you can trust me. So 36 loans were not repaid out of these 850 loans that we have. So that's a large class imbalance that we have here. So this is essentially just a classification test that we have when we predict whether we repay or not, so whether a company repays a loan or not. So here we have a large class imbalance, and it's small data. So we heard terms like that's lawfully small data, because usually you have 10 times more data in this area where you do default prediction. There's approximately 100 different features. That's the ones that Stein already mentioned. So that's a classification problem. So you can simply pull out your usual suspects, your classifiers out of the box and evaluate them. That's what we did. We considered logistic regression, a neural network classification tree, boosted trees, and the random forest. So these are usually the guys that are the best performers for the prediction test. And we apply them here. What you see here is an ROC curve. I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with what they're plotting here. We have here the false positive rate and here the true positive rate. And essentially for our application, we can think of it as we want to fix here some level of false positive rate. 0.2, for instance, means we will classify 20% of all loans as defaults, even though they're not going to default. So that's a false positive. They say they're a default, but they're not a default. So that's lost business. So we lose 20%, or I'm going to lose 20% on revenue on the platform if we fix the false positive rate here. But on the other hand, we have a true positive rate of about, here 50%. So we will find 50% of the guys that should not be on the platform. Now you can think yourself whether this is satisfactory performance. The diagonal line, by the way, is random guessing. So if you simply toss a coin, you're somewhere on the diagonal line. You're slightly better than random guessing here with these three techniques here. Ideally, you want to be up here as much as possible, so in this corner here. Logistic regression, boosted trees, and random forest all perform similar. An ROC is a measure. We need one number which summarizes this. We have an ROC of about 0.7. 1 is the maximum, so you want to be as high as possible with this. And to be honest, that's not good enough for applying this. That's simply an unsatisfactory performance. What is the reason for this? Well, the problem, and we can obviously that's a hypothesis, but we can verify this with simulation studies. That's small data in the first case, with relatively little data and this class imbalance. So this combination makes it very hard to predict defaults. So what can we do to overcome this problem or this challenge? The usual answer or the straightforward answer is get more data. Yes, we want to have more data. I always thought I want to make a little more defaults. They don't really like it too much. So we can also get a more predictor variables of features. but we did our best. So we have what we can have as features, and also it's not possible to get more additional data that is suitable for this task. We also tried most of the algorithms that are kind of suitable to this. We have, however, one source of additional data, which is not a feature or a predictor variable, but which is kind of an additional label. And this is the following thing that we show here. If you don't repay your loan on time, you're not a default immediately. We have a certain grace period, which is maximum 60 days at the Avalanche platform. So for all the non-defaulters, we have these delay days, which are shown here. So the large majority of all companies pay back on time, so no delay at all. But then some other companies do indeed have some delay up to 60 here, the maximum 60. If you're above 60, you're considered a default. Everything that comes back after this is simply recovery of the default. But that's how it is used when yes, the question is this additional data of any use at all? That's the first question. And the other one is how can we use it if it is useful? And maybe to give you some idea how it could be useful. Imagine you're a company, you're in financial trouble, maybe on the brink of defaulting. You have to repay back a loan. 50 days have passed already, and then you get back some money from a customer who pays you a bill, for instance, and then you can repay your loan and you're not defaulting. Another company in a very similar situation might not get this money, so goes into default. Maybe 200 days later it will have the money again, or hypothetically would have had the money again, but that's too late, so you result in a default. So that's the story which kind of is the motivation why this additional data could be used, and these guys here could maybe be similar to the guys that resulted in the default, which would be somewhere over here, or maybe even Nirvana up here, because they never paid back at all. Yes, so how can we use it? Maybe to summarize this again. So now from a modeling part of view, we have now two types of response variables or labels in machine learning parlance. We have the binary default variables, so these are defaults and these are non-defaults. So that's a classification test as we know it. And this, by the way, is just a cartoon of the data, that's not the true data, otherwise it wouldn't have difficulty predicting. That's simply a cartoon illustrating what's going on here. And then for these guys here, for the non-defaults, we have additional data, which is the delay days, which is a continuous variable here. So it can be anything between 0 and 60. So these are additional data that we have for these loans that were not default. So this is essentially a combination of classification and a regression test. The question is, how do you handle this? How do you combine these two tests? How do you handle this? And the solution that we propose is by using what is called the Tobit model. That's a very old model. It has been introduced in the 50s by an economist called Tobin. It essentially combines discrete and continuous variables. We can combine these two types of variables that we have in our data. We assume that a latent variable, that's a default potential, or we could also call it credit score, drives both default events and delay in repayment. So this is our red hypothetical default potential, or credit score we could also call it. Now we have a certain default threshold. If we are above this threshold, we result into default. So these are the defaults. They're not really lying here at this exact number. They're simply above this threshold. We don't know where they are. You could plot them anywhere, but first we should have them here. And if you're below the threshold, we have not a default. We have we repay, maybe not on time, with some delay. So that's what visualized here. So the green guys, we simply can realize that that's something else than the delay days. So the Tobit model allows for combining these two types of data. And I'm not going into details, I'm not showing you any formulas, but that's a very well-known statistical model you can apply to data and estimate it with maximum likelihood. But another motivation for this model is that even if you don't believe in latent default potentials, esoteric to you, you can also use it simply as a tool for combining these two types of variables. And in particular, that's a very nice feature for the default cases. We have an asymmetric loss here. So if we have here a default case, and this is the default threshold, if you predict that we have a delay day of maybe 30 days, or we are below this threshold, we incur a loss. So we make a wrong prediction. If we are above this threshold, the higher we are above this threshold, the better, because the more confident we are. So we have this asymmetric loss. So let's apply the topic model. That's what we did. That's the yellow line here. And the results are rather sobering. So it's actually worse than these three guys here. And you might ask yourself, what is the reason what's going on here? Why is it so bad? And the answer to this is that the classical topic model has a huge drawback, which is linearity. Again, that's a hypothesis, but we can verify this with simulation studies. So it's linear, and it doesn't get the nonlinearities that we have in the data, which are very important. Interactions and nonlinearities. So then when you're approaching the end of our story, so what do we propose to do instead? Well, we place the topic model in this framework of boosting. So boosting is one of the best performing algorithms for many tasks. It has been termed the best off-the-shelf classifier, and it wins all these kind of competitions. So it's a framework. It's very good for making predictions. We use trees. We use gradient boosted trees to generalize the topic model. We call it the rapid model. Maybe just to give you some intuition on how this works. So we have an error, or statistics we call it the risk, and we want to find the best model. And the boosting works by going down here along this error in the function space. So you're learning a function, and each time you add a new part to your function along the gradient of your functional, of your error functional here. So we simply use trees here. So in the end, we have an ensemble of trees that we combine with this boosting. There's many different versions of boosting, gradient boosting, or you can also use the Newton boosting. The most famous package is called XG boost. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's called extreme gradient boosting, even though it's just a Newton boosting actually. But that's not the story. So, to cut this long story short, we have a lot of benefits from using trees as a base manager here, or a tree-based model, because we can account for nonlinear interaction. We are robots against outliers and features. We don't need to pre-process our features, but mostly transformations. And multiple linearity is not an issue. So many of the things that can make your model go tilt in practice, if you have data that is noisy or with these outliers, is not that big a problem for boosted trees. So in concrete terms, this means less data pre-processing and cleaning, less feature engineering and selection. You still have to use less. And in particular, also less undesired surprises in operational mode. So if you have a large outlier, this is not going to distort the results simply because we have visual above. Yes, so we apply this to our task, and I guess you can already guess what our results are. We have a large predictive increase, otherwise we wouldn't be presenting this here. Yes, we do obtain a very large and also significant increase in predictive accuracy. So we have here the result from this rapid approach. And if we take, for instance, positive level of 20%, we get here 70% of all the bad guys. Or if we take 10%, so we lose 10% of the business, we already get almost 50% of the bad guys. And we have an RO of about 0.83, that's above large in the second best model, which is 0%. So we get a huge increase and satisfactory performance of this model. It's currently already implemented, so the credit analysts of Babylon can use this in their dashboard. It's not flying in autopilot. It's never going to fly in autopilot because you always need human interaction. But it can help to prioritize doing this one. A few conclusions from my side and also from Stein. The first thing here is with small data you can get significant performance gains over out-of-the-box solutions. If you have huge data, you can simply take a very general model and fit your data. Obviously, all the hardware has difficulties, but yeah, it's a different kind of problem. For smaller data, it sometimes pays off if you invest more in modeling. Not using simply enough the box. And the other thing, I guess, that's clear anyway, but it's still very important that you should invest in data quality storage very early, but also if you're a startup, so it really pays off if you have your data on a high quality node, so in common storage, and this is the conclusion for these documents.
Yeah, so and the conclusions from our side obviously are that if you, as a startup, you just start half a year, you don't have any loans, basically really already in delay or in default, you need to learn that data set over time, and you already start with such a machine learning model, that really comes with a lot of uncertainty. So you don't know if the investment all the time and the pre-processing of all these features actually is going to yield any results, because your data set is so small. However, indeed, as indicated, if you start with it early, it can really already give results in a fast way. And for us right now, in the process that we use for credit risk analysis, we can now already automate certain parts of the process and really let the machine have a certain say in the credit risk. Obviously, all with the limitation that we don't think that we can automate the full process. But for example, the features that are used by the machine learning model are also shown in the dashboard by the credit risk analyst. So you can also see the Google reviews, Google searches, and certain indicators that we use as features. But altogether, that really results in a better credit risk process, and we're very thankful for those results. So we're open for all questions now. Thank you.